Good morning, viewers at home. Welcome to the program SUPERDAWN. I am Vera Osokwa with you today on this Wednesday edition of the program. Well, today on this program, we're going to go through the papers. We'll tell you what the papers are saying this morning. Though I know that the roads are a bit busy this morning, but we'll tell you what the papers are saying this morning. And away from the newspaper review segment, we're going to look at insecurity, incessant killing in Nigeria. We're focusing on the Kaduna recent attack. It was recently heard where shown the pictures of people that lost their lives. Precisely 38% lost their lives. These wicked and unreasonable people attacked two villages. We're going to talk about that in this program this morning. Well, we'll go on this break first, and we want to do the newspaper review segment. We'll be right back.
SUPERDAWN, your daily live current affairs program where topical issues that border on politics, economy, sport, and sizzling national issues are analyzed, now holds every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Superscreen Television. Let your voice be heard. Join us.
Welcome back. It's a newspaper review segment, and we just take some of the stories and also take the headlines this morning. First paper we're starting with this morning is the New Telegraph, and it says Senate passes Electoral Act, pegs campaign expenses. Some of the writers, the highest individual donates puts at 10 million. We have here defaulters risk jail term. NAS insists on card readers. INEC official risks 2 million fine over omission of party's logo. And we have Gowan. Buhari article must accept 2019 polls result. That it's coming in from Gowan. We also have in the New Telegraph this morning, mother seek help as conjoined twin need 8 million for surgery. I don't know, 8 million is no big money in Nigeria right now. Some people are there that can just give her the money. But let me read. A housewife, Mrs. Maria Onya in Benue State, has been delivered of a set of conjoined twins. Onya, a native of Otukpo local government area of Benue State, and her husband, a painter, welcomed the bundle of joy through a cesarean session at the Federal Medical Center, Kefi. The woman called on Nigerians to assist her family to raise the 8 million needed for surgery to separate the babies. You know, conjoined twins, they are joined together, and she's looking for 8 million. I know some people can just give her in one check, and instead of Nigerians, all of us, to allow this twin die, we can help. It's a bit touching when you see things like that. So you just wish you can just write the one check to give to someone. Okay, but we also have in the papers, pensioners demand 30,000 minimum pension. And the writer says, retired police officers protest 18 months arrears. One scheme abolished. We'll move away from the New Telegraph. Let's look at what the Daily Trust is saying this morning. Yes, this morning the Daily Trust says here, Electoral Act, Senate approved card readers for 2019 elections. And the writer says, PEC presidential campaign spending at 5 billion, governorship 1 billion. This is huge sum of amount when you begin to hear billions for campaign. The Senate yesterday approved the use of card readers for the conduct of the 2019 general election as it passed the Electoral Amendment Bill for the third reading. The card reader will be deployed for accreditation for registered voters. The upper chamber said where the card readers malfunctioned, another one was not deployed within the 3 hours of the ending of the election in such unit should be cancelled and a new card reader deployed within 24 hours for a fresh election. So if, I like this one, if the card reader is malfunctioning, after 3 hours, that election will be cancelled. That means the next day, they will provide a card reader for electorate to cast the vote. You know, so that's good. We also have this. Senator divided over Southeast exclusion in Security Council. Respect Nigerians' laws. Federal government tells multinationals, respect our laws. And I'm saying respect our laws. We have the story here, Shonekon not dead. Ogun government, Alake says. It all went viral yesterday when the news came that Shonekon has passed away from Ogun State, and the Alake of Agbaland is saying he's not dead. Who brought the news? Okay, we also have this. IPOB, British authorities brief federal government on Kanu's travel document. If you want to read more on that story, you can get hold of the Daily Trust this morning. Moving away from the Daily Trust, we'll take some stories in the Nation newspaper this morning. This first picture story here is an accident scene picture that was seen in the Nation newspaper. It says 9 die in Lagos Ibadan expressway accident. I think we need to take that story so people can learn from, when you hear this kind of stories, you begin to learn from it. The 9 persons were found dead yesterday in an accident involving a Mercedes-Benz Morocco bus and a truck at the Asheshe on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The Ogun State Senior Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Mr. Clement Oladele, confirmed the figure of the news agency of Nigeria NAN in Abeokuta, the state capital. Oladele said the bus driver was speeding, and the sector commander said the bus lost control, collided with the parked truck along the expressway. Why I said we should read this is very important. The bus was speeding. We keep talking about carelessness in driving. Well, it's in the papers, and we have to take this other one. Saolu won't disappoint Lagosians, says Rasak. We also have this. Minister ambassadors decry state of Lagos Badagry Road. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Godfrey Oyema, and Nigerian Ambassador to Benin Republic, Mr. Kayode Oguntuse, have decried the deplorable state of the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. The news agency of Nigeria NAN reports that they addressed reporters yesterday at the sideline of the opening of the joint border post by Nigeria and Benin Republic at Seme, Badagry, Lagos State. Oyema, who noted that the facility would have positive economic impact on both countries, said this is really no good one. Well, we'll take some of this one here. I will campaign for Buhari, Saolu says Obasanjo. Sorry, I take that again. I will campaign for Buhari and Saolu, says Ambode. We have this presidency, nothing to fear over Kanu. And we have $8.1 billion MTN seek fair deal. Finally, from the Nation newspaper, we have this one. It says, 5 billion limit for presidential bid spending. We will go on this break, and when we come back, we will take some of the papers. Please don't go away. Stay with us.
SUPERDAWN, your daily live current affairs program where topical issues that border on politics, economy, sport, and sizzling national issues are analyzed, now holds every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Superscreen television. Let your voice be heard. Join us.
Welcome back. We'll just take some of the stories in the punch this morning to wrap up this segment. And this says, APC protesters accuse Akeredolu Bendo, others of leading revolt against Oshomole. And the writer said, Senator VONDG bash APC party chairman. We have here, aggrieved APC reps announce plan to defect. Wow. We also have a picture story shows officials of the Pension Traditional Arrangements Directorate, they are cataloging and digitalizing the pension files inherited from an old pension office in Lagos. That's the picture story there. We also have here, Buhari's alleged lopsided security appointment split Northern Senator. 10 die as young shall grow driver rammed into stationary truck. We have here NHSIS crisis. Reps to summon ministers ES council chair. Still in the punch this morning, APCON releases list of debtors owing 960 billion. We have here, my relationship with Buhari intact, says Amosu. Ogun, Alake's aides debunk Shonaikon's death rumor. Nigerians spend 2.45 trillion yearly import vehicles, Osimbanjo. CBN raises capital requirements for microfinance banks. We have here, things are not right with Nigeria, says Sultan. Looters list not a violation of named person's right, the court. Senator passes fourth version of electoral bill, 6 Buhari's assent. And finally, from the punch this morning, we have federal government to limit numbers of children per mothers. This is very interesting. Now, federal government is listing federal government to limit number of children per mother. I'm sure it's because of the situation, the economic situation in Nigeria. You don't have to be producing children you cannot take care of. Well, this is where we end this newspaper review segment. We will go on this break now, and when we come back, we want to look at incessant killings in Nigeria. We're focusing on the Kaduna recently attacked communities. 38 people lost their lives in this attack. How or what do we need to do to stop incessant killing? This is worrisome. We have phantom of people that have lost their lives, brothers and sisters. There must be an end to all of this. We'll go on this break. When we come back, we'll continue with that.